Tina from TinaHeals.com, and today I'm speaking to you about Uranus through the 12 signs of the zodiac. And if you have your natal Uranus in Pisces, you understand the energy of Uranus. Why? It's because we are now standing on the threshold of the age of Aquarius. We've just completed the age of Pisces, the age of Jesus Christ, and compassion and love, and now we are entering an age of decentralization of power, robotics, AI, basically. Uh, a transhumanistic society can originate with this. Okay, so everything that has to do with machines is Aquarius, like kind of like tech, high tech. Now it takes 84 years for Uranus to complete its orbit. Thereby, it stays for about 7 years in each of the 12 signs, and it's a higher octave of Mercury, by the way. Mercury is about communication and thought. Uh, Uranus is about psychism, psychic communication, spiritual intellect. Okay, now it's a very spiritual energy, and so is Pisces. So, in a sense, they may appear not to work well, but I think if you know how to work with them, they do work. Okay, they do work. Now, the name Uranus is not from the Romans; it's from the Greek. Uranus, the god of the sky. Uranus is linked to also Varuna in the Vedic myths, and so is Neptune, the ruler of Pisces, because Varuna is the god of the skies and of the celestial oceans. Okay, and it's also a spiritual awakener, a light bringer, and a great uh, spiritual energy. And especially if you look at the myth of, interesting, if you look at the myth of his daughter Lakshmi arising from the foam, the ocean of milk, it's similar to Aphrodite. Myths actually are symbols, they tell us deeper meanings. Take, for instance, the myth of Kronos or Saturn mutilating his father, or Uranus, who's Uranus, okay? What do you think this means? Sun destroying the father, Gemini taking over power, almost Hamlet-esque. But look beyond that, as Helena Petrovna Blavatsky said, that this energy is about the unmanifest becoming manifest. Okay, now finally spirit can come into matter. Uranus cannot send out its energies compacted without the help of Saturn, and who sits in between, Chiron, the wounded healer. So to reach a spiritual epiphany, you must get over your wounding. Now, there's a quote by French intellectual Albert Camus that says, rebellion cannot exist without a strange form of love. And if you think about it, this is the energy of Uranus, rebellion and love. If you don't love something or someone to some degree, or if you're not engaged in that um, thing, then you won't want to be a rebel for nothing. It's just not worth your energy. So to be in revolution, it means you are engaged, means you love. It's the same thing. Uranus loves us, okay? It brings about destructive moments only to take us to greater healing and greater understanding, greater awareness. Now, let me show you two cards, two tarot cards that exemplify this energy. This is the Uranian Thunderbolt. If you look at it, the Tower card, change, abrupt, sudden, out of the blue. Um, Something you did not expect, something that completely sucked the life out of you. Everything came tumbling down, all the ego constructs, all the bullshit you've gathered, everything that's unnecessary comes tumbling down. But after this moment of chaos comes this moment of healing, of greater awareness, of receptivity, of giving back what you get, of higher spiritual wisdom emanating from the Pleiades constellation of the Saptarishis. Okay, you take from the cosmic waters and you give back to the waters of life. So healing, the key word to this Aquarius is healing. And so remember, with the Uranus energy, two sides are possible. Which side are you tapping into? Okay, that's very important for you to know which side do you want to stand in. Are you going to let the Tower moment dominate you, or are you going to allow the star to shine? Okay. Now, the other thing that I want to say with Pisces is Pisces is a very dualistic energy, so is Uranus, okay? But it's an electrical energy, whereas Pisces is a watery energy, okay? If you look at the belief of Pisces, two fish swimming away, polarizing, tugging at one another, okay? That's why Pisces is supposed to be probably the most complex and the most spiritual sign of the zodiac. Here, all the signs, okay, the soul journeys through all the signs, and the energies empty themselves into Pisces, after which the soul returns to source code. So this is a dance that continues and keeps going, okay. But you need to understand that Pisces has no directionality, so to say. It's all about one love, universal awareness, about really enmeshing yourself in this drama called existence. Okay, this is the energy of Pisces. To really see beyond what is there, to see something that metaphysics. So is actually Uranus interested in this. Uranus is all about spiritual awareness, as I said. Okay, it's about astrology. It's about uh, thinking out of the box. In fact, there is no box when it comes to this Uranian energy. Anything that's high tech. So Pisces, empathy, compassion, healing. You can use Uranus's high tech understanding and really get into that. Don't forget, Uranus is by itself a very spiritual energy. So here, this is definitely the placement for someone who's into astrology, tarot, into healing, into stuff like that. Okay, so it's an someone who's interested in, sorry, I just got okay. So Pisces is all about one awareness, and Uranus in this sign. Don't forget, Pisces is water. Pisces is mutable, so very impressionable. uh, Pisces is empathic, psychic, ESP, telepathy. So is Uranus, all about this. Uranus is also about deep space. Okay, so philosophy, art, it's a very creative placement, I would say, Uranus and Pisces, and a very spiritually creative, not the same Uranus and Leo energy of creativity, but this is a very spiritual creative energy where you can literally take your broken heart and make it into art. It's not always easy to do that, but with Pisces there's always trauma. But if you figure out the way to take your broken heart and make it into art, then I think you have learned the lesson that Uranus is trying to teach you. And don't forget, nobody and nothing can escape this energy. Not right now. It is the age of Aquarius. So we have to understand that there will be a technocratic society that's going to come into being. Tech will be a huge part of our lives right now for this whole time. And Pisces is of course not so much about tech, but it understands subtle energies like none other. It can be an emotional sponge. So Uranus in this position can sometimes make you emotionally unopen, although you are emotionally open, and of course depends on the house and the placements. But a well placed Uranus uh, will make you open to, as I said, ESP, uh, uh, the occult, metaphysics, researching into all these things. But an ill-placed Uranus can have you detached from your feelings or emotions, or this understanding of love and what it means to love, and be loved. So with Pisces, we have to understand that this is also an energy of compassion and greater awareness. So that was a bit about Uranus and Pisces. I hope you liked that video as much as I like making it for you. Don't forget to hit the like, comment, subscribe button. It means the world to me. And see you soon. Visit my website www.dinaiza.com.